Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I'm going to talk about the longer you stay with the narcissist, the longer the empath stays with the narcissist, what do you think is going to happen in that relationship? Well, I'm going to get into it in this podcast today. A lot of people or empathic people that stay in relationships with narcissists think that the relationship can get better. Empaths have hope. They like to see the good in people. So they have hope in thinking that in time, things will get better. In time, they feel like if they give the narcissist a lot of love, maybe they feel the narcissist had a rough childhood or, they don't know how to love, and the empath feels, well, I'll show them what real love is. I'll hang in there. I'm not going to quit on the narcissist. This is how a lot of people feel, okay? They think that they can transform anybody into like the perfect partner, but they're in for a rude awakening because nobody can change the narcissist. Nobody, you guys, all right? It's up to the narcissist to be able to change, but in order to do that, they have to self-reflect and realize that they are the problem. They just never ever think that they're the problem. They're always going to think that you're the problem. They'll think that you're the narcissist. So how are you ever going to change anything if somebody can't take accountability? You can't, all right? So the longer the empath stays with the narcissist, the worse the relationship is going to get. And I'm going to tell you why that relationship is going to get worse. Because the narcissist is going to get more comfortable, okay? They're going to get more comfortable, more complacent. They're not going to feel like they need to have to do things like they did in the beginning. See, in the beginning, you see the best of that narcissist. The way it works out is the relationship with a narcissist is the absolute best. It's like the top of the mountain in the beginning. And then as the relationship goes on, it crashes down, okay? This is what happens with a relationship with a narcissist. It starts out on top, and then it crashes down, okay? Because then the narcissist doesn't care anymore, doesn't put any effort into the relationship, can become cold, unaffectionate, and then it crashes down to a discard, whether it's a regular discard where the narcissist discards the empath, or whether it's a reverse discard where the narcissist causes the empath to walk away, all right? So these are the kinds of things that could happen. But what a lot of empaths don't realize in the beginning is that the longer they hang in there, the worse they're going to get treated. Now the narcissist is used to you, okay? The narcissist in the beginning, you were new, you were exciting, and the narcissist was on their best behavior. But once that narcissist starts to get bored with you, okay, or they start to see things they don't like in you, or you challenge that narcissist, the narcissist grows a great hatred for you, okay? And the narcissist has also built you up as a fantasy in their minds to think that you're supposed to be this, greater thing than you are. And when the narcissist realizes that you're not the fantasy that they built up in their minds, the narcissist is going to get angry, and they're going to get angry at you because they feel like you're supposed to make them happy. This is what narcissists believe. Your sole purpose is to make them happy. In whatever way you make them happy, whatever supply you offer them, attention, money, sex, give them a place to live, your purpose is to feed that narcissist and make them happy. But the problem is, the narcissist is never happy, never satisfied with anybody. They can hang on in long-term relationships. Understand this. They could be in long-term relationships, long-term marriages, but they're also getting supply somewhere else. They'll never stay, monogamous and focused in on that one person. They're not 100% committed to that one person. Narcissists don't want to do that. They don't want to put all their eggs in one basket. So they will have other things going on in their lives. They may have had other people that they were talking to even when they first met you, and you don't even realize that, okay? They could have had situationships somewhere. They could be technically single, but they're not emotionally single because they always have somebody in the background that they're talking to, all right? Even in the beginning of the relationship with you. So what happens? You get involved with this narcissist. Things are great in the beginning, the love bombing. They're telling you everything you want to hear. They're making you feel special. They're making you feel fantastic. They're giving you plenty of attention, consistency. And then as the relationship goes on, the narcissist will start to devalue you because now they're becoming tired of you. You're becoming like the old shoe. And the narcissist is also starting to see things they don't like, all right? So as the relationship goes on, the more the narcissist gets to see the other side of you, all right? Your flaws. They see your flaws, okay? And with a narcissist, you're not allowed to have flaws. You're supposed to be this perfect thing. Even somebody who, quote unquote, you could call a perfect person will still have flaws in the eyes of a narcissist because they don't accept anybody. See, they don't accept anybody. They don't appreciate what they have. So you could do everything for that narcissist. You could roll out the red carpet. You could do everything for that narcissist, but it's still not enough, all right? So the longer the relationship goes on, the more the narcissist gets tired of you, starts to see things they don't like about you. And what does that mean? That means they're going to criticize, judge you, and they're going to start to torture you. Yeah, the narcissist starts torturing you. They're going to tell you, they're going to insult you personally. They're going to tell you're stupid, you're ugly, you don't know what you're doing. All right. They're going to chip away at your self-esteem. This is what they'll do. They'll chip away at your self-esteem. They'll give you a complex and make you feel like you're this ugly, awful person. This is what happens. All right. They gaslight you so much that after a while, when you keep hearing it, that you're crazy over and over and over again, what happens to a lot of empaths is they start to think that they are crazy, and they go to therapists, and they're trying to see, how they can improve themselves. They're always trying to improve themselves because they feel like, well, maybe if I change this about me, maybe if I change that about me, the narcissist will want me more, the narcissist won't fight with me, or something like that. No matter what you do, the narcissist is going to get sick and tired of you. That's just a sad reality for anybody that's involved with a narcissist. So the longer you go out with the narcissist, the more the narcissist feels comfortable, and when a narcissist feels comfortable, they feel they could talk to you any which way, all right? And they feel like you're not going anywhere, all right? This is why boundaries are crucial. You've got to have those boundaries, and you've got to be willing to walk away if the narcissist breaks your boundaries. But you see, what a lot of people do is they threaten the narcissist. They say, oh, if you do that again, I'm not going to be here. Or if you do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And they never follow through, okay? Or they fight with the narcissist all the time. These are the real toxic relationships where they may argue and fight with the narcissist all the time. Narcissists don't care if you fight and argue with them. What they do care is if you walk away and take away the supply. That's what they care about, okay? They figure, oh, you're just talking, you're just running your mouth. Half the time they're walking out on you when you're trying to explain something or you're arguing with them. They just shut you down. This is what they do. They shut you down. Some of them will actually even fight with you to get out and see other supply. This is one of the tricks of the narcissist, fight with you. And now they'll just walk out. It gives them an excuse to walk out and, disappear for a while and go see another supply. So the longer the relationship goes on, the longer the empath lets the relationship go on, the worse the empath is going to be treated. All right. That's just a given. But the thing is, empaths feel that they can make it work. The other thing too is they feel they've invested time into the relationship with the narcissist. This is another reason why a lot of people stay with the narcissist. They've put in time, maybe 10 years, 20 years, whatever it is. And they feel, well, I invested all this time into this person. Nobody's perfect. I could go on to somebody else, but, they could have flaws too. See, what they don't realize is that the narcissist is slowly killing them with all the stress, all the raising of the cortisol levels in their body, all of this stress with the narcissist, arguing, and then the isolation, the silent treatment, all of this is going to take a toll on your body and affect your health. It's not a typical relationship where you have an argument with somebody and then you work it out and the person validates you or apologizes to you when they're wrong or takes accountability. No, that's not the relationship with the narcissist. Also, the longer you stay with that narcissist, the more they think that you're a doormat, you're desperate, that you can't get anybody else. They lose more and more respect for you because you're putting up with the narcissist bullshit. So you have to be one of those people that, when somebody breaks your boundary, you give them one, chance. If you even want to do that, and you tell them, if you ever do that again, I will not be here. And you have to mean it. You have to mean it. But you have to know yourself. You have to know what you'll accept and what you won't accept. See, this is the other thing too. Half the people out there don't even know what they'll accept or what they won't accept. They just kind of float around and go with the relationship. So the narcissist keeps, they break your boundaries, they stay out all night long, they disappear on you, then they come back, you're arguing with the narcissist, and then they reel you back in with the love bombing, they tell you, I love you, this and that, all of this kind of thing. And people that are lonely, desperate, or want to believe in the narcissist, they fall for that shit, okay? They fall for it. But what happens is you go in a constant circle. It's a constant repeat. The other thing is narcissists are going to test the empath, how much they will take. So they may test you by not calling you back, by not texting you back, and they'll see your reaction in things. And if you're one of these, laid back type of people that, let things go, or, you just give the narcissist chance after chance after chance, then the narcissist knows they can walk all over you. But period, dot, end of story, all right? So understand this as well. The more chances you give the narcissist, the more your power goes down, the more you look weak. So in other words, when you're in a toxic relationship and let's say you go on a break with the narcissist, every time you come back to that narcissist, you lose your power. Now your word doesn't mean shit, okay? Because you keep saying you're not going to put up with it, but then here comes the love bombing narcissist telling you how much they love you, working on your emotions, and you break and you let them back. You keep letting them back. Why? Because you're believing those words of the narcissist. You want to believe them so badly that they mean it. Okay? But it's all a con job by the narcissist. They're conning you. All right. So they're playing on your emotions, telling you everything that you want to hear. And when you come back and keep taking them back, they're going to keep abusing you worse and worse and worse because they lose more and more respect for you because you're allowing them to walk all over you. Okay. That's why I tell people, and especially people I used to date a lot of people. I used to coach a lot of people, in the dating world, right? And I used to tell them, when you're dating somebody, you have to let them know up front what you expect in the relationship. There's no mysteries here, okay? You have to let them know what you expect so that they can't come back at you later on and say, oh, I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. You're letting them know what you expect in the relationship, that, they've got to respect you in the sense that they've got to call you back in a timely fashion. They can't be gone all night long and disappear, that you're not going to tolerate those kind of things. You have to let somebody know what you'll accept and what you won't accept, all right? This way, you're not giving that narcissist an out to say, oh, I didn't know. Because this is something they'll do as well when they break your boundaries. They'll say, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that was such a big deal or something. That's why you let them know in the beginning, all right? But they'll still gaslight you and say something, like, oh, I didn't know or something when they did know. But the bottom line is this, you guys. The relationship gets worse because the narcissist, they get tired of you. They get bored in the relationship. It also gets worse too because now they're going with that. They have the other supply on the side, okay? They may have had this other supply even from the beginning of the relationship, and you didn't know it. A lot of people think the other supply came in later on in your relationship with the narcissist, when in fact, they've been talking to that other supply the whole time they were with you, all right? This is what a lot of people don't realize. That other supply could be their ex that they never cut the cord with. They could have been on a break with their ex. They could still be in a relationship with their ex, and they're coming and they're telling you they're single, all right? But the bottom line is, once they start to get tired of you, all right, or they see things they don't like, or the fantasy they built up of you starts to dwindle, then they're putting more energy into the other supply. That's what's going on. This is now the devaluation phase where the narcissist is putting you down, telling you judging you, criticizing you, treating you like garbage and everything. And they're all doing it because they have that other supply. They're confident. At this point, they're confident that, they have another supply. So they feel they could talk to you any which way, all right, and treat you like garbage. But the thing is, the narcissist doesn't necessarily discard you. They're just living this secret life on the side that you don't know about, but they're treating you worse and worse and worse because you're not going anywhere. Again, you're not going anywhere. The empath is still hanging in there, trying to see the good in people, trying to think that the narcissist is going to change. Some empaths may even try to get the narcissist to go to therapy, but the narcissist doesn't take it seriously, all right? They pretend, but they only do it to keep you, all right? Because maybe they don't want to get a divorce, they don't want to split assets, so they agree to go to therapy, but they're never serious about it, all right? In the back of their minds, they're thinking it's a joke. They think therapy is a joke, all right? But they're putting on the act for you to shut you up and keep you there. And people say all the time, well, if they don't want us, what are they doing with us? Why don't they just go, right? Because you're offering the narcissist something, all right? This is what you got to understand. It may not be love, like a loving partner relationship, but you're offering something. You may be offering a home. They like the stability of knowing that they have a home with you. And meanwhile, they're off having their fun, but they could always they know they could always fall back on you. You may be cooking and cleaning for that narcissist. You may be giving them emotional support, acting like a mommy or daddy or a therapist to them. All right. That's other ways that you could other things that you give to the narcissist. And that's why they haven't discarded you. All right. But they will get you to a point where they will cause a reverse discard where the empath will have had it and say, you know what? This person is not changing. This person, I have given everything to this person and they're not changing. And they're actually getting worse, okay? And that's when the empath finally realizes that a narcissist can't be changed, and they leave the narcissist, all right? And that's where narcissists get blindsided, because they think that the empath will be there forever because they have heart. Well, everybody has their boiling point, okay? Or their, the point of no return. And even empaths have a point of no return where they will walk away from a narcissist because the relationship got worse and worse and worse. And the narcissist took the empath more and more for granted because the empath kept giving them, chance after chance after chance. Remember what I told you. The relationship's going to get worse because you're giving the narcissist too many chances. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you got to hold them on a tight rein, okay? You've got to let them know that you're nobody to be played with. You're nobody to be messed with. And that if they want to play games or they want to talk to you any which way or play games with you, you're going to walk out on them and you're not going to take that shit, all right? You're not going to take that shit, and you've got to mean it. This is why you got to be your own person and not be codependent on that narcissist, or they feel they could do whatever they want. If they know that you're codependent on them, you need them for something, you feel like you can't be alone, or you need them for money or something, that narcissist is going to walk all over you. They're just going to flat out walk all over you. All right. The more you show that narcissist, you can't walk away or you can't be on your own, the more that narcissist is going to treat you like shit. That's just a fact. And the more you keep taking them back, the more they're going to treat you more and more lousy. I remember when I dealt with my malignant narcissist, we kept breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. And each time it got worse and worse and worse. And every time I used to threaten, well, I'm going to leave you, I saw that more and more it didn't affect him, okay? Because I kept coming back, all right? He was still able to re-love bomb me and have me in that cycle of coming back and coming back and coming back, all right? So all the threats, I'm going to leave you, he didn't take me seriously till finally it came to a boiling point, and I did. And that's when things crashed down. And he tried to get me back, but I shut the door completely, blocked across the board, and I just went totally dark on him, all right? Totally dark on him. I had enough of the abuse, all right? And this is what happens with the empaths. They have had enough of the abuse from the narcissist, all right? So the longer you stay with the narcissist, the more the narcissist gets comfortable in thinking that you're going to take that abuse. And the narcissist is also going to be having more and more, they're going to be getting more into more supply on the side that you don't know about. And when they have that other supply on the side, they're going to be independent and treating you and talking to you lousy, okay? And that's why boundaries are crucial. So when somebody is breaking your boundaries, you've got to be like, you ever do it again, I'm out of here, all right? And you've got to mean it. You've got to be willing to walk away, or not just the narcissist, anybody will treat you lousy if they feel they can, all right? So that's why the longer the empath stays with the narcissist, the worse it will get. I hope that helps you. If it does, please hit the subscribe button. Please share the video. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, please check out the link in the bio at askgaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. I don't have a lot of time, you guys, for coaching, so you have to book ahead because I'm in the middle of writing a book, okay? I'm putting together this really, really informative book that's going to help you guys, all right? Also, check out my YouTube at The Game Exposed Podcast. I have, a lot of information on there, a lot on covert narcissists, discard, the manipulation tactics, the silent treatment, how they control you. It's all on my YouTube at The Game Exposed Podcast. TikTok is The Game Exposed. And Facebook and Instagram is the game EXP123 for more information. And have a great day.